Probably gonna get a penalty for that. Knew it. I did move up a spot. So this time I'm playing it through my Oculus Quest. And I got a couple of opinions about it. I'm trying to concentrate now, so it's gonna be a little bit tough to give opinions. Came in hot. Came in too hot. Okay, so let me start this race over and actually take a second to tell you guys about okay, so using my Oculus Quest through QuestLink, and you know, because my Rift S, or rather more or less my son's Rift S, has a glitchy cable, so the last stream shut off on me. So I'm using the Quest Link, which I didn't really want to do. But I will say that, like, inside the car, you know, through this Quest Link, it looks pretty damn good. It's not as sharp as the Rift S, but it still looks pretty good. The environment around me in the distance, yeah, it looks a little bit blurry. Not blurry to the point that I can't make out anything, but a little bit blurry. Now, as far as how the game runs, actually, coming down the street, coming down the track, it looks more fluid than the Rift S. But the catch is that coming down that straightaway, I don't look like I'm going that fast. You know, I'm doing 170 down that straightaway, but it doesn't look like I'm doing 170. Maybe it's my imagination, but through the Rift S, it does look like I'm doing 170 down that straightaway, but it's a little more skittish. So through this Quest Link, the game seems to run more fluid, but I still get an occasional hiccup. So let's try this again. Oh, that son of a bitch! Damn it! One last time. Oh my God. This is the last time. Win, lose, or draw. I'm only gonna do 3 or 4 laps anyway. I gotta let that car behind me pass me, because I got hit with a penalty. And as usual, I can't see the comments, so I apologize for not responding. But I'm trying to concentrate as well. What the fuck? Taking a lot of gambles. I got one place back. Got out of that corner pretty good.
Okay, mate, you're on his tail. Let's try and nail him on this lap. Force an error. He's under big pressure. You can take him.
Almost lost it.
Okay, we've got some pressure from behind. Start thinking about defending your line.
I hear somebody breathing on me. Almost made a mistake. What the fuck? Come on. Now I got another car breathing on me. Almost lost it again on those rumble strips. Believe me when I tell you guys, I'm trying to catch him, but I got the aggression and the skill level turned up on the AI. I thought I had tire word turned on.
That's your best split time in Sector 2 today.
Oh! And look at that.
We think you need to come in. It looks like you've got some suspension damage, but we do need to look at it first.
Yeah, my steering wheel is cocked to the right. If you look at the car, the damage is 23. So, yeah, and it says severe damage. I gotta go in. But this race is over. This race is over. So after I go into the pits, I'll just pretty much shut the race down and come back out to the chat and just get ready to wrap it up. Oh, they're still repairing the car. This is a very long pit.
Okay, you're clear. Go!
Damn, you gotta come out here? As you can see, I'm in last place, and this would have been the fourth lap of 24 laps. So, as I was saying, it actually looks like it runs a little more fluid through this Quest link. It's just not as sharp as the Rift S. You gotta be kidding me. I'll take the penalty at the chicane. I ran into a slight hiccup right there. And I got hit with a second penalty, whatever that was. I'll be ready to shut it down in a minute, folks, but I don't know. We'll just keep wanting to drive. Can you imagine doing this for 24 hours? All right, I think we'll park it right here. Let me come on back to the chat, see what y'all talking about. Impatient Fire, what is up? What is up? Gaming Legends, what is going on? Fantastic driving. Off the bed. All right, Gaming Legends. I mean, if you happen to come back and catch this on the replay, thanks. Impatient Fire, you said big respect to the people who do this in real life, no doubt about that. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Actually, moving forward, all right. Actually, moving forward, when I play this game, I might actually play it through the Oculus Quest Link because, as I was saying, the game was more fluid. The game didn't run as skittish as it would through the Rift S, and that's something that I don't understand because the Rift S, the headset on the Rift S is 80 hertz, and the headset on the Quest is 72 hertz, but yet everything coming at me looked more fluid. Although it didn't look like I was moving as fast as I would through the Rift S, but everything was more fluid. And I'm willing to give up that little bit of clarity in order to have a smooth running game. Now, granted, both of the headsets do hiccup every now and then in VR with these racing sims, but you know, the hiccup on the Quest is a little bit bigger, but it still, to me, feels like it runs smoother all in all. Oh God. Oh, it's a wonderful day for a drive. I'm only a quarter of a way through this race. I heard a backfire. I think the tires might be showing the signs of wear. It looks like the front tires are a little bit lighter green than the back. I think we can go ahead and hang it up right there. It's just being super aggressive. What is up? I love this track a lot. What's up, Impatient Fire? I love this track a lot. It's really easy to get those high speeds here. I haven't played it in VR or Project Cars 2, but I've raced it many times in GT Sport and VR. Yeah, I mean, really, man, with GT Sport, the only problem is, as far as racing in VR, you're not racing against a full grid. You're only doing one-on-one against the AI. That's why I can't wait for the PS5. Now, I've tried to set a Corsa. That game definitely feels more of a sim than this game does. You have to be extra careful with a set of Corsa because it doesn't take much to wipe the car out. And a set of Corsa doesn't have this track, so to me, there's not that many high-speed tracks on here. But I am going to go buy, for a set of Corsa, I am going to go buy Suzuka. That track is not standard. You have to pay for it as a DLC, but I am going to go buy it so I can start playing a set of Corsa on one of my favorite tracks. Because even though I don't really feel like Suzuka is a high-speed track, but I still love it no less. So, and wow, I'm really surprised by how well this Oculus Quest worked through QuestLink. So I'm moving forward with my sim racers, even after I get this issue taken care of with my Rift S. Moving forward, when I play these sim racers, I might do it on the Quest because it ran smoother. At least this game did. I'll probably have to come back and try a set of Corsa one more time, but I got to get things ready for work tomorrow. And then if I can get it done in a timely manner, I'll come back and try a set of Competizione. GT7 will have this track full grid racing, hopefully. Oh, no doubt. Hey, look, Impatient Fire, in one of my podcasts, one of my friends, DJ, pointed out that in that GT7 trailer, for a split second, there was VR play in there. And there was about 5 cars in front of them. So that answered our question right there. When GT7 hits the PS5, I don't know if it'll launch with VR support, but whenever it gets VR support, more than likely you're going to be able to race against a full grid and you're going to be able to race online. So I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. And then not only that, the PS5 will have enough power to handle other sim racers. So I believe that GT7 isn't going to be the only sim racer that you'll see on the PS5 with VR support. I think, you will see, probably Project Cars 3 because that's coming out here this summer. So you'll probably see Project Cars 3 with VR support when the PS5 hits. You'll probably see, a set of Corsa Competizione just released on the PS4 today. Unless they plan on coming out with another one here pretty soon when the PS5 hits, I would like to think that's going to get VR support as well. He said, I'm looking forward to that. That's great news. Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to keep racing. I really do. But this is a 24-lap race. I already hit the wall hard and damaged my car, and I had to come into the pits. And it was like a 38-second pit stop. And when that happened, the race was over. I was in last place by the time I came out. Lincoln, I can't wait for GT7 and Star Wars Squadron VR. Yes. As much as I do not like EA, I'm glad they've taken that step and they're going to support VR for a Star Wars title of all things. And this is EA stepping into the VR ring and not being bribed into it. With Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing mission when the PSVR first launched. To me, that was Sony paying EA to put a VR mission in there. I think this is going to be a situation where they weren't forced into it. They did it on their own. EA looks to me like they're realizing the growth of VR sooner than I thought they would. And EA takes that step. Star Wars Squadron is going to sell a lot of copies. And hopefully it'll be enough that it'll make people go out and get a PlayStation VR. And maybe when they see the rise in sales of people getting a PlayStation VR for this Star Wars Squadron, then EA will take some more chances on other titles and add VR support to those titles. And hopefully it'll make, people like Activision take a chance, and do it on their own instead of having to be bribed into it by Sony. Kevin tried the X-Wing mission yesterday. It looks so good. I'm even more hyped. Kevin, seeing that Star Destroyer in its actual size, or even seeing that Imperial Walker at the beginning of the game from the menu screen, seeing how tall that thing was amazing. And Impatient Fire, Star Wars Squadron VR is my most anticipated game of the year. Absolutely. I mean, despite all the crazy shit that's been happening, 2020 is going to be an amazing year for VR. Matter of fact, Thursday we have Phantom Covert Ops coming up Thursday. This is a game that's basically, to me, it's like Splinter Cell and Metal Gear from a kayak. And I'm absolutely excited about it. This game is cross-play. It's also cross-save. So I can buy it on the Quest or the Rift S. I get it both. I only have to buy it once. Absolutely looking forward to that. Then July 3rd, we've got Iron Man VR. Lone Echo 2 is still slated to release sometime this year. And then I think Lo-Fi is also slated to release this year on PC, and it's going to come to the PS5 in 2021. This is a VR game that looks like Blade Runner. I mean, looks incredible. So again, 2020 is going to be an amazing year, but I need to get to it and get some things done around the apartment so I can get ready for work tomorrow. Most notably, I got to do some cooking for my lunch and all that good stuff, and go get my laundry out of the dryer. But if I can get all this stuff done in a timely manner, say like within the next hour, I'll come back and I'll stream a Assetto Corsa Competizione. The tracks, it won't be as high speed as this game was because of the tracks, because this track isn't on Assetto Corsa Competizione, but I will go by Suzuka. I know that track. I like that track, so I can be a little more aggressive and get a little more speed out of it. Kevin said, yeah, I was a huge EA fan in the PS2 days. Since PS3, they've been terrible. Late PS4, they seem to get a reality check. Yeah, that's only because, they're public enemy number one when it comes to the gaming landscape, where there are egregious microtransactions, no doubt. He says, be safe, Lincoln. I definitely appreciate it, Kevin. Impatient Fire, appreciate you popping in here. Appreciating everybody jumping in here. Like I said, let me get my stuff together, and I'll try to come back and Assetto Competizione. We'll try to get it done before the night's over. Suzuka is an amazing track. I love it. Yeah, I'll definitely pick that up, And so I'll try to come back in an hour. Check me out there, folks.